Howdy, Danny folks, it is Diecastbuffet here again. Welcome back to NASCAR Daytona 2004, and it's time for patriotic restrictor plate racing. We're going to Daytona. This is going to be our paint scheme. Yeah, I know it's not the greatest paint scheme out there. Look, I'm surprised Monte Carlo stayed on the car. This is going to be our patriotic car now. The blue might be a little bit, I would say, odd, a little bit bright. But my idea for this is that this was, a diecast or something I was making. This blue would have been a metallic blue, right? It'd just be a simple metallic blue with like a white pinstripe at the bottom. But unfortunately, we don't have the metallic finishes. So let's just say, for all sake of purposes here, it's a metallic blue race car. So it's patriotic, We're going to go ahead and head down to Daytona. Let's see what the spots are. So their happiness is 44. They're literally, their expectations are through the roof. So yeah, let's see what's going on in the shop here. We can get some body work done. Let's see. This Speedway body needs to be repaired, so let's go ahead and throw it in the overhaul and see if we can get that one tuned up, ready to go. How's the team doing? They doing all right? They're probably all upset, even though they're getting paid $20,000 a week, so it must be a really rough life. Anyways, you got Mark Martin, who wins at Infineon. Dale Earnhardt Jr., the Chevrolets have dominated all year long, but guess what? First time this entire season a Ford went to victory lane, it was Mark Martin last Sunday. But here it is, Saturday night, Daytona racing, Pepsi 400. Of course, after that, we're going to be going to the Tropicana 400 up there in Illinois. And then after that, some New England 300 flat track racing. Updated point standings, we're at 357 points out to Dale Earnhardt Jr. I tell you what, though, it has been a very, very tough, slim pickings type of season the last month or so. In the first part of the season, it was kind of easy, to get some points, but now Dale Jr. is in full-on championship mode, and it is getting tougher for us to be able to hang with him. Anyway, so this is Daytona. This is a great opportunity to win here. We've won this race before. Let's take our best bullet and bring it to Florida. I tell you what, that's stock car racing, baby. So we got this engine we've been working on all late spring after Talladega. And, of course, got our Super Speedway body. Car rating of 81. Can we win at Daytona? Let's go, folks. Alrighty, folks. So we qualified, well, let's just say we're going to need a professional, guys. So we're qualified dead last. Yeah, no, this is 14th. That's practice. I've been working on the car, set up the gear ratios, trying to get every ounce of horsepower out of this thing. And I got to say, when you build a setup for one car, it's weird how you go back to the same track a couple months later in the game, or perhaps a new season, and the gear ratios don't match up at all with the engine you're running, because the engine, sometimes it has less horsepower, sometimes it has more. It's weird how it all works, right? Because it depends on the bodywork of the car, the chassis, everything. Everything has performance stats, and each one of those stats perform differently. Then you have your pit crew, your crew chief. So essentially, every single time you go to these plate races, you got to adjust your gear ratios for that current day, for that current year, because it changes every time you go here. And we had to go back to the drawing board, had to rebuild it from scratch. And without further ado, let's go into the down trackside for that Pepsi 400 from Daytona.
Tonight, it's Super Speedway action under the lights. MRN is live at the Daytona International Speedway this evening with flag-to-flag coverage of the Pepsi 400. This track is known by everyone, race fan or not. But for these race teams, it's a glory all its own when you can get a win here.
The list of former winners here is very prestigious indeed. Who wouldn't want their name to be on it? Who knows, maybe we'll add another lucky driver when this one's all over.
Jerry Nadeau is one of those guys who you just keep expecting to break out and have a good year.
Yeah, you do, but he's got a ton of talent and some good equipment. He's shown he can win and run up front. Now he's just got to string some success together and gain some confidence out there.
2000 was a memorable year for Johnny Benson at Daytona. He was leading the 500 with 4 laps to go, but wound up in 12th.
And he didn't even have a sponsor up until race day. Johnny was out front and looking good, but he got railroaded by a train of Fords after a late caution restart.
The 82 car is starting up a bit of a rivalry recently with Kevin Harvick.
They've been racing hard out there, and that's to be expected, but they better be careful the recent battles don't escalate into something more.
Here we go, folks. It is time for Daytona. You got Dale Earnhardt Jr. on the pole. Surprise, surprise. And Tony Stewart. Well, guess what? Both of the restrictor plate events this year, the Daytona 500, the 50th running of that, I might add, and the Aaron's 499 Spring Talladega race, they were won by DI, they were won by a Chevrolet, and they were both won by Michael Waltrip. So he's going for the three-peat here at the restrictor plate program. But for Dale Earnhardt Jr., he's looking for win number 5 of the season. And unfortunately for us, we're way out back. How would this race play out? It's going to be about 4, maybe 5 laps, a tank of petrol. So get ready. Oh my goodness, they're all fanning out in the start. Oh my goodness. Of course, got the number 9 car right there, Stanton Barrett. I guess he's advertising for the Brickyard 400 there. That's pretty cool. Let's say Dodge on board. Look at that beautiful 88 car there. But absolutely, we got a good race car though. I really like our race car. We just got to take care of it and find a way to get through this pack. Now, the gear ratios are going to take a little bit to get up to speed, but I think once we get up to speed, I truly do think this is a race-winning car. Whether we'll have track position, that's Daytona. You never know. Because the lead pack's going to break away, and then the pit stops are going to thin everything out. But the pit stops are going to be kind of cuckoo here. Because you got the smaller fuel cell. It's a shorter, condensed race, so, of course, the fuel mileage to replicate that will be condensed as well. Oh my god, I'm so sorry, 57 car there. Holy moly. I'm trying to get around this cat in the Zero Pontiac over here. Oh, come on, buddy. Jack Sprague, I need to get around you, buddy. We're boogieing here at Daytona 2008. Got the patriotic car out and about. Looking underneath there. I don't want to go below that yellow line. Trying to stick a nose underneath them. There we go. There goes Kyle Petty. Big into the inside, one of the veterans of the Winston Cup circuit. And look at the just absolute sheer momentum, 192 miles per hour. And the pack is starting to break apart here. This is when you have to be, if you're not going forward, you're going to be stuck. Whoa, 02 car, Coy Gibbs, the rookie, going for the rookie year here in 2008. I believe there's some relation to, of course, Mr. Joe Gibbs. Of course, a little bit of Pontiac support there, the GM affiliates of Joe Gibbs Racing. And underneath that 19 car, Jeremy Mayfield. Mayfield, I tell you what, though. He's cold as ice in this playthrough, but man, it would be really cool to see him win one of these races sooner or later. It's Scott Wimmer, the 2007 rookie, and in his second full-time Winston Cup season, he's already got a victory. Wins at Richmond. Pretty big deal for that 40 team. Ganassi snaps that winless drought. But again, this is the halfway point of the season, so this is pretty well, you got what you got, you know what you're capable of. It's time to go win a Winston Cup after the summer's over. The summer, I like to say, is the playtime of the season, Everybody kind of gets to relax a little bit. Brickyard racing, restrictor plate racing, 2 road courses, a Bristol night race, summer break, everybody's all happy, right? And it's a great time to be a stock car fan. In 2008, this race would be televised on TNT, and, go out here and try to win this thing. Your race leader, it's Kevin Harvick, looking for his 3rd Winston Cup win of the season. He's won Texas and Pocono. And I tell you what, though, we got a very stout race car. It's just we have to get track position. Track position is going to be at an absolute premium tonight. As you already got Cats pitting there, almost ran over the Tosco back bumper. Oh, yep, thought it was clear there. No, it wasn't. Sorry, Baldwin. So anyways, we're lap 5 out of 16. I misspoke, saying it's going to be about 5 lap fuel tanks. In practice, that's what it felt like. No, it's probably about lap 6 or 7. But anyways, so we're out here. A lot of cars have already pitted. Race leader Kevin Harvick and Dale Earnhardt Jr. are still up front. We've somehow survived to the top 20. Granted, a lot of cars pitted. But the fuel strategy really is interesting here. It's a 16-lap race. You cut it down the middle. It's 8 laps to go. All these cats here who pulled to the inside are pitting. So, this begs the question. We could probably make it with 1 stop from here. So if everyone's pitting, we're going to pit 2. But we're going to try something. We're going to go for 2. Yeah, we're going to go for 2. Ain't that pretty cool? We're going to try 2. Let's see if this works. And we're going to go for... No, got to take some tires. Let's take left side tires. Don't repair anything. Let's see how this goes. Knock on wood. Hope and pray to God here. And I just hope to the good Lord we get a good pit stop here. Come on, team. Let's do something. Left side tires, 2 cans in of fuel, and hopefully we can get this car out and going. Good thing is, though, we don't have to pack it completely full, or we do got to pack it full, but we don't have to pack 2 cans in there because it was about a lap and a half, if not 2 laps of petrol already on board. Now we leapfrog Tony Stewart and company. That puts us in 4th place. Can we run with Kevin Harvick and Dale Earnhardt Jr. to have a shot at this Pepsi 400? But again, a Matt Kenseth, DeWalt Ford Taurus over here. We're going to have to push to catch those 2 leaders because they're going to do the 2-car tango. Tony Stewart's, and he's in the boondocks. Your race leader here. Believe it or not, it's Dale Jr. and Bobby Labonte, and Matt Kenseth's the only cat we got in the litter box, so we're going to push him. Actually, I would love to help Johnson, but he's Stanley Steeman. I hope... Well, that made a lot of freaking sense. I'm sorry, Kenseth. So now we're screwed because we made contact with Kenseth. He's way back there. I tried to get off his bumper to go with Johnson. That didn't work. And now Johnson and I are kind of stuck in the middle. So now we got right side tires. Who knows how long they're going to last. Mark Martin, who's kind of a rival, is picking up some speed, trying to get around his teammate Matt Kenseth. Johnson's on an island of his own. Dale Earnhardt Jr. is out front. Where is Kevin Harvick? Harvick is not even in the top 5 now. So either he had a bad pit stop, pitted at the wrong time, or simply just didn't get drafting help like Tony Stewart. Lap 7 out of 16. You know, this is a good stat-filling track as well. And you think about with Dale Earnhardt Jr., I think he's got, what, 31 career Cup wins thus far in this playthrough. You know, these type of seasons, it really stacks up your total. Last year we had 14 wins, only 1 win thus far. Yeah, shades of Carl Edwards 2008. Matt Kenseth 2013, going to 2014. I'm trying to gain on Johnson. And if I can, I'm going to try to push him. But that's easier said than done. Good thing is we have 1 more pit stop. But the problem is that we got to have a drafted partner. We're literally stuck in the middle. If I slow down, we lose all this track position. So I really need Johnson to kind of back up to me, and I'll push him back up there. I'm just hoping that our straight line speed, which is pretty fast, honestly, would help us be able to catch up to that 48 car. That way we can just catch a tow and push him. You know, truth be told, I would love to help Johnson win this race. We just got to get around Earnhardt, you know? He's the championship cat. Last year was Ryan Newman. You know, the Chevrolets worked together to keep Ryan Newman out of victory lane last season here. But now we got to find a way to get around Dale Jr., the points leader. We are gaining a lot of time on Jimmie Johnson here. Come on, go, 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 go. Running 4th here at Daytona. Trying to catch that 48 car. I mean, I'm just like a 10th, maybe a lap. And your race leader still Dale Jr., so he's going to probably get the max bonus points opportunity here, leading the most laps at Daytona. But Jimmie Johnson's right there in our grasp. If I could share draft him, there we go. Trying to remove that 14 negative relationship there. A little bit of contact here and there kind of stirs it up at Sonoma. Anyway, so Kenseth's behind us. He looks like he's found a Tony Stewart, a 5-time Winston Cup champion in this playthrough. He won every one from 2006 to 2002. And now we found Jimmie Johnson. So now we need to work with Jimmie, and we need to find a way to gain some track position because Bobby Labonte and Dale Earnhardt Jr. are about to run away with the Pepsi 400. I want to see Johnson win this. We can't let Earnhardt win this. As much as I'm an Earnhardt fan, I really need someone different to win this race. Now Johnson's going to pit here. We remove the rivalry stigma. Now we got to find a way to get on pit road and get off pit road. Does Johnson take 2 or does he take 4? If he takes 4, we got to take 4. I'm going to take 4 here and hope to pray to God it works out. Oh, Jesus. Almost missed pit road there. That would have been disastrous. Thank you, God, for helping me get on pit road there. I don't know if I got any coffee left on board, but here we go. The Pepsi 400 is on the line here. I got like a swig left, maybe. Not just like a little bit left in my mug. That's good. Come on, team. Knock on pit road. Come on, team. Let's go. Of course, we have some new pit crew guys. We're trying to work them into our Buffet Racing South stable. And look at that. Not too bad, a 16.8 second pit stop. We're in front of Kenseth here, and I hope we can catch up to Jimmie Johnson during this on-lap. If we can't, we're screwed. We gotta catch that 48 car. Is he too far out? Come on, God, please help me better catch this 48 car. Lord, I need to catch him. I think we're gaining a little bit on him. Come on, come on, come on. My headset's falling off my freaking head right now. Okay, so we're catching the 48 car. Share a draft, buddy. We're going to have about 5 laps to do it. We're going to have to just bump draft like you've never seen before. Can Jimmie Johnson find victory lane for the first time here in 2008? Or would it be Dale Earnhardt Jr.? If that's Jr. all the way exiting turn 1, or entering turn 1, God help us all, because that cat is freaking gone. How does Dale Jr. get that much track position? It's beyond me. So we're up to 5th place here. Jr. on the little on-ramp. I don't think he's got any help. But can you actually run him down that quick? Johnson, for the love of God, please do not slow down. Stay on the throttle, whatever you do, Jimmie. I'm going to try to push Johnson as hard as I can. Is it going to be enough? Probably not, but on the bright side, perhaps we can at least get around Bobby Labonte for second, and that would give us an extra 5 points. Again, Dale Jr. is becoming 2007 Ryan Newman in this playthrough. Now, there's a handful of laps left. If we can catch a rash yellow, we could restart this race. And we could have a shot at it. But, unfortunately, I just don't see us getting a caution. I just don't see it. Okay, now we have the share draft already built up. Let's use normal draft now because it's a little bit faster, I think. So there we go. Go ahead and push them. 191, 191. There you go. Oh, Johnson slips. Yep, let's stay on share draft for now. I'm trying to catch him. At least catch Bobby Labonte. Come on, man. Gotta find a way to run up there. Literally, Dale Jr.'s right there, but no one can catch him because Bobby's a sitting duck. We're the only cats in the top 5 hooked up. There's just not enough track position. And now, with 2 laps to go, basically, there's just... no. Or it's really 3 laps to go, but... there's not enough time for a caution. So, essentially, you're a sitting duck here. You made your bed, you gotta lay in it at this point. Trying to stay tucked up to Jimmie Johnson's back bumper again. It's a little bit loose there. Share draft again. Me and Jimmie trying to make it work. Trying to run down Bobby Labonte at least for 2nd place. Unfortunately, Dale Earnhardt Jr. is going to win this race and pick up his 5th win of the season and only extend his amazing points lead. We're going to be about 300 and I would say 40 maybe out, maybe 335 after tonight from the championship lead. So now that we know that Dale Earnhardt Jr. is gone, the full focus goes to Bobby Labonte. Can we draft up there and pass that 18 car? It's going to take one heck of a run. I'm trying to catch him. You know, we're faster if we don't share draft, but the problem is when I get caught up to his back bumper, it makes a little contact and he gets a little loose. So I'm having to manually kind of stay off the gas and keep this bubble between us, but it's significantly faster. Look, all I gotta do is just catch the 18 car and we're good. Look, I gotta catch the 18 car. Sorry, Jimmie. Oh, Nelly. Okay, Jimmie didn't get hit by that car coming off pit road, thank God. So now we're 2nd to Bobby or 3rd to Bobby Labonte. Come on, buddy. The outside, snake down below. Okay, not gonna work there. Gonna have to really work them. Get to the outside, slingshot to the inside. Ugh. If we can just pull Bobby off the freaking bottom, we're gonna have one more shot at it here. Gotta get some momentum. Get that draft, get that draft. Dang it! Trying to get underneath them, couldn't do it. Bobby was smart, stayed at the bottom. Almost didn't have enough fuel, and just domination by Earnhardt. He wins the Pepsi 400. Pretty much a no contest there with a 2-second lead over second place. Wow. Wow. So we made good allies with Jimmie Johnson there. That's pretty good, though. Looks like Martin and Kevin Harvick had cooled off pretty well. But domination by Dale Jr. tonight. His 5th win of the season. Daytona. DI has won all 3 of the plate races this year. They are just absolutely dominant. I mean, maximum points day. He leads 11 out of 16 laps. No contest for Earnhardt. I don't know how in the world he did that, but check this out. Margin of victory, 2001. Kind of interesting. You think about 2001, Dale Jr. wins the Pepsi 400, the first race after Earnhardt's unfortunate crash at the 500. Anyways, so we started dead last. We finished 3rd, which is just absolutely incredible. Think about that. Started dead last, and we finished 3rd. That is incredible. So, only 1 lead change tonight. Who was the other cat who led? It was Kevin Harvick, which I'm not really sure what happened to him during the pit sequence, but he kind of got shuffled back. Hats off to Elliott Sadler, Jamie McMurray, 9th and 10th place there. But definitely a very strong run for the 82 car, and everyone at Buffet Racing South go down through the field here. And unfortunately, the bottom of the barrel tonight, it's going to be C. Coleman and Mike Bliss. Scott Wimmer, pretty much the unofficial bottom of the barrel as well. But, yeah, definitely. Look, we lost some points to Dale Jr., but we also gained some good points on Kenseth, Tony Stewart, Mark Martin, Kevin Harvick and company, especially Jeff Gordon and Ryan Newman. So, not a total loss, but we did lose about, let's see, he got 185. About 20 points we lost on Earnhardt tonight, so still about 320-ish, 330-ish type of points. Still a long season to go, but yeah, definitely Dale Jr. is really hitting a stride now, and he is the favorite to win the championship at the halfway point. Anyways, folks, thank you all so much for watching the video. Make sure to like, comment, and subscribe. Upload these every Monday, Wednesday, Friday, and Saturday, 3 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, right here on the channel, Diecastbuffet. Of course, you can hit that notification bell. You don't miss any of the new episodes. I plan on doing about 18 seasons of this stuff, so I'm excited to see what's going to happen at Chicagoland. Then, of course, New Hampshire after that. It's going to be some fun racing. Hope you're having a great one. Diecastbuffet. Stay humble. Wow. Why does Dale Jr. got to win every race? And, of course, it's coming from a Dale Jr. fan. Have a great one, folks. Diecastbuffet. Signing off.